How you doing, everybody? How you doing? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, what happens? When a narcissist fails to hoover you, what are the implications of that situation from various emotional, psychological, and behavioral perspectives? Hey, the term hoovering is a tactic narcissists use to suck you back into a toxic relationship, similar to how a vacuum cleaner works. And that's why we call it hoovering. Hoovering involves manipulative behaviors like fake apologies, guilt tripping, love bombing, or fabricated emergencies to regain control. When you've broken up with a narcissist, they'll try to hoover you back. They'll want you back. And that is what we're calling hoovering. Now, when a narcissist fails to hoover you, when they fail to get you back, it means you've resisted their manipulation and chosen not to re-engage. This can signal a major shift in power dynamics that the narcissist typically does not handle well. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, it means that you've set firm boundaries. One major reason hoovering fails is because the victim has finally implemented and enforced strong boundaries. If you have strong boundaries, the narcissist cannot hoover you back. They can't come back to you after a breakup because you have strong, firm boundaries. And these boundaries, it could include blocking them on social media. And social media, we mean blocking them on TikTok, block them on Facebook, block them on WhatsApp, block them on Instagram, block them on LinkedIn, block them everywhere in social media platforms. Block them even in they can't text you. Don't respond to text messages. Don't respond to their calls. And make it clear that communication is not welcome. Now, those are firm boundaries. When you do that, the narcissist cannot hoover you back. Now, when a narcissist fails to hoover you back, it's because you've seen through the illusion. Narcissistic hoovering loses its effectiveness when the target becomes wise to the game. You're no longer naive, you're smart, you're wise. That's why they can't hoover you back. If you have experienced the cycle of idealization, devaluation, and discard, you will recognize the hoover attempts is just another phase of manipulation. You know, narcissists have a pattern. The number one, they will idealize or love bomb you. Then number two, they will devalue you. Then number three, they will dump you or discard you. Then they hoover you, number four. That is a pattern that all narcissists follow. They love bomb you, they devalue, they discard you, then they hoover you back again. They want to be with you again. So if you know this pattern, then the narcissist will fail to hoover you because you will not allow them to be back. Because once they hoover you back, they will again devalue and discard you again. Now, the narcissist failed to hoover you because you realize the emotional detachment is key. When you're no longer emotionally reactive to their messages or attempts, then the narcissist power fades. They have no power over you if you're emotionally detached from them. The narcissists rely heavily on emotional entanglement. They will provoke you, they want you to fight, they want you to argue, they want you to talk, they want communication with you, they want you involved emotionally with them. They know that way they'll get you back. So if you don't take that bait, if you detached emotionally, then they don't know how to proceed. They get confused. And that means you have to cut them off completely if you don't want any emotional attachment with them. Now, a narcissist will fail to hoover you because if they fail to hoover you, it challenges their ego. Narcissists operate from a fragile sense of self-worth hidden behind a grandiose mask. So being rejected during a hoover attempt wounds their ego deeply, often triggering rage or desperate behavior. When the narcissist fails to hoover you, they may shift tactics. If one method of hoovering fails, such as pretending to be sorry, they may try other methods. And this can include threatening self-harm. They'll even use mutual friends to get to you. They'll even attempt to make you jealous so that they can get you back. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, they'll start smear campaigns. They'll start tarnishing your name. They'll start talking badly about you. They'll start spreading bad rumors about you because you've rejected them. They can't hoover you. When they fail to hoover you, it can lead them to attack your character. They may launch a smear campaign telling others that you are abusive, They'll tell others that you are mentally unstable. They'll tell people that you are ungrateful. They'll remind people of how much they did to you, how much money they spent on you, how much they've helped you in your life. Maybe they took you to college, maybe they took you to school, maybe they'll tell everybody, everywhere, the way you are ungrateful and what they have done to you. They'll do all this to preserve their image and to punish you for rejecting them, for ignoring them. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, you remember you're no longer a source of narcissistic supply to them. Narcissists feed on attention, admiration, and emotional responses. When you cut off that supply, they can experience a kind of internal collapse, prompting them to seek a new target. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, it can be both empowering and painful. Rejecting a hoover attempt may feel empowering, but it can also stir up emotions like guilt, sadness, or doubt, especially if the narcissist is someone you loved or trusted. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, they might act like they don't care. To save face, a narcissist might pretend that your rejection doesn't matter. This is a defense mechanism to avoid confronting their own feelings of failure and abandonment. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, they could go silent. Some narcissists will go quiet after a failed hoover attempt, not because they've given up, but because they are waiting for a more opportune moment. This tactic is sometimes called the silent hoover. Sometimes the narcissists, when they fail to hoover you, they see you as a challenge now. If they don't give up entirely, your resistance may make them more determined. You see, the more you reject them, the more determined they get to get you. You're a challenge now. Why can't they get you back? Narcissists love challenges. They love a challenge because they don't love losing. So, if it involves regaining control over someone who was once under their spell, they see that as a challenge. There's a time you will do everything they wanted, and now you are rejecting them. You don't want them to hoover you. That becomes a big challenge to them now. They will be ready to do everything to regain you so that they can punish you harder and discard you in a more lethal manner. Now, when a narcissist fails to hoover you, it forces them to reflect briefly. While narcissists rarely engage in deep self-reflection, being denied access might momentarily cause them to question what went wrong. However, this reflection is usually fleeting and quickly replaced with blame. When the narcissist fails to hoover you, then you've healed. Emotional healing often renders their tricks ineffective. The narcissist can't hoover you, they can't get you back because you've healed from them. You've moved on. You've done the inner work and you are healed. You've healed through therapy, maybe through self-education, or maybe time has healed you. So you are less likely to be manipulated by them. They have no effect on you because you have healed, so they can't get you back. The other reason why a narcissist fails to hoover you, and what happens when they fail to hoover you, they feel powerless. Narcissists are control-oriented. So when they fail to hoover you, it reminds them that they no longer have power over your emotions or choices. They have no power over you anymore. That's why they can't get you back again. This pisses them off. It can lead to emotional dysregulation on their end. They become crazy. They lose their head because they've lost power over your emotions, over you, over your choices. Again, when a narcissist fails to hoover you, it means your silence speaks volumes. Choosing not to respond to a narcissist is one of the most powerful messages you can send to them. It communicates that you're strong. It communicates closure, indifference. And all this the narcissist cannot tolerate. This hurts the narcissist so much. So, when the narcissist fails to hoover you, it's because you may see their true colors. When hoovering fails, narcissists often drop the charming mask. You might witness their vindictive personality. They'll become cruel because they can't get you back anymore. They'll become dangerous to regain influence. When they can't hoover you, you're no longer their puppet. All right? Narcissists like to puppet master people around them. So by you not reacting to them, by you not allowing them to hoover you, you sever those strings. They can't puppet you anymore. They can't handle you like a puppet. So your autonomy, your independence becomes a big threat to their constructed reality. When a narcissist can't hoover you, they may try to use others against you. They'll use third party to reach to you. Third party hoovering is common with narcissists. They might use friends, family, or even co-workers to pass along messages to you, to evoke sympathy, or indirectly pressure you to respond. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, it means the discard may be final. But that's okay. Sometimes after a failed hoover attempt, the narcissist moves on for good. When they realize maybe they can't get you back anymore, they'll decide to just stop at that discard and forget you and move on. This can be emotionally jarring, but it's a blessing in disguise because it gives you space to fully heal. When the narcissist leaves you alone and moves on for good, you are blessed because it gives you space to fully heal. The narcissist fails to hoover you, and that shows you've reclaimed your identity. If hoovering fails, it's likely because you've reconnected with your self-worth. You no longer define yourself through the lens of the approval or validation. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, they can't rewrite the narrative anymore. Narcissists love to control the narrative of relationships. When you don't engage, they lose the ability to twist reality or rewrite history through conversation or gaslighting. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, they may look for a replacement quickly. To fill the supply void you've left behind, they may dive into a new relationship almost immediately. So, don't be fooled. This isn't love. It's just another source of validation. You know, they can't get you back. They can't hoover you. So, they quickly get someone else very quickly. They want supply. There's a gap you've left and they want somebody to quickly give them narcissistic supply. Now, when a narcissist fails to hoover you, their behavior may escalate. Some narcissists won't accept defeat easily. So they'll stalk you, they'll harass you, they'll make repeated attempts on you. In extreme cases, legal protection might become necessary. Sometimes you need to involve legal authorities. You need to involve the police to protect yourself from this stalking, harassment, and repeated contact attempts from the narcissist, because they've realized they can't hoover you back. They can't get you back. They realize you've gone for good. Now, the narcissist, when they fail to hoover you, is because you've broken the trauma bond. A trauma bond is the psychological grip that abusive cycle create. When a hoover fails, it often means that trauma bond is finally broken. And that's a massive win for your mental health. If the narcissist can't get you back, it means you are no longer trauma bonded to them. You are free, you are strong. You broke from their trauma bond. You broke from that toxic relationship. You broke up from that unhealthy, toxic treatment they were giving you. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, it means you're no longer reacting, you're responding. Even if you do engage with a narcissist in a situation like maybe you're co-parenting with them, a failed hoover can signify that you have learned to respond calmly rather than react emotionally. That's a huge shift. You don't react to them anymore, you only respond. They can't affect your reactions. Now, the narcissist, when they can't hoover you, they might try to rewrite history later. Months or years later, they may circle back with hey, remember the good times? After some months or even after more than 1 year, they can just contact you with I miss you. They'll tell you I miss you. Can I see you? You know, all these are strategies to hoover you and punish you for leaving them. You know, but if you've already healed, they will not be able to hoover you. They will fail again and again and again. Because you've healed, you broke the trauma bond, and you moved on. Now, a narcissist will fail to hoover you because you're not who you used to be. You're not the same person. You changed. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, it's because you're not that person, that naive person they used to play with. You've changed. You've evolved. You've become a stronger person. You've become wiser, smarter, more intelligent, sharper, more experienced. You have a clearer sense of what you deserve. You know what you really want. You cannot be manipulated by that narcissist anymore. They can't confuse you again. They can't play with your mind again. They can't abuse you emotionally, physically, like the way they used to do, because you've evolved, you've grown stronger, wiser, smarter. Now, a narcissist, when they fail to hoover you, it means freedom is your reward. When a narcissist fails to hoover you, it is more than just a victory in that moment. It means you are free. It is freedom. You've reclaimed your peace, your sanity, and sense of self, and that is priceless. If you go back to that narcissist, you lose your freedom. You lose your power. You go back to that hole that used to be in. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. All right? Don't forget to tell a friend to watch this video. Thank you. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. Hey, catch you later in the next video.